Hey everyone, welcome back to the Game Fiends. Guys, don't forget that thumbs up button. That definitely helps us in the YouTube algorithm, but also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment on this video. Now let's get into the information that we have today. Now I was definitely shocked when I seen this video. I was like, really Nintendo? We're just getting an upgraded form of the Nintendo Switch. But then again, guys, like, we really can't get mad. It's because Nintendo has always came out with revisions of their handhelds, but also revisions of their consoles, not by too much, guys. But remember, we also had got an improvement of the original Nintendo Switch, longer battery life, and I guess the LED screen during that time, we got a few inches up on the LED screen. But also remember, we had got the pocket Nintendo Switch that came out. So why sit up here and kick out the Nintendo Switch Pro when all you can do is keep upgrading what you have? Is because their market for the Nintendo Switch is just killing everything. They're killing PS4, they're killing Xbox One, they're killing Xbox Series X and PS5. They're just killing it in sales, especially in Japan. Japan is more so a handheld, I want to say, area. Like, they're always walking around, they're always constantly working. So this will work out and benefit them more. But also, everybody in the States and all across the world enjoys Nintendo Switch as well. It's because it's so compact and you're carrying a console with you. Even I use my Nintendo Switch. I have many games for my Nintendo Switch. And the cool thing about this is that I think, in my opinion, that it has an even larger screen and 720p display, which is definitely not a 4K. But I guess we have to ship on through this for now. And also, it has 1080p for the TV, guys, which is definitely cool. But there was a rumored Nvidia chip upgrade to this, but we don't know if that's exactly true. It's just a rumor. And this model is supposed to be sold for $350, and this comes out October 8th. Now, I know everybody has a Nintendo Switch, but people like to upgrade, from time to time. I'm even thinking about upgrading. I'm not really sure at this time, but it's up in my head. When I first seen this trailer, I was kind of like disappointed. But then I started to think to myself, no, I shouldn't be disappointed. This is old classic Nintendo, so I shouldn't be too mad at this. But also, from what my understanding is, that this also has a 64 gigabyte built-in storage compared to the 32 gigabyte, which is the Nintendo Switches that we all have. So I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, that does seem feasible, for people that have a lot of digital games. I have digital games, but most of my games are more so, of course, on the cards and stuff like that. Now, what everybody needs to consider is that you still got other people that don't have Nintendo Switches, but Nintendo's also thinking about the long haul when it comes down to their console too. Is because, remember, not everybody can get a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. Even though I was fortunate to get my PS5, my Xbox Series X, not everybody has that. So Nintendo is also thinking about that and chips that they can get their hands on for upgrading to Nintendo Switch Pro. And then also, Nintendo Switch Pro is just to hold us off to the next Nintendo console anyway. So I guess they're seeing it as there's no rush to, make a Nintendo Switch Pro right now because they're killing the game right now. Actually, in Japan, Sony is not even doing good in Japan anyway. Nintendo has their whole entire market in Japan right now, which I find that phenomenal. But also at the same time, Xbox Series X is killing it over there. They love Xbox Series X. Before, Xbox couldn't even market itself to Japan. That was the crazy thing. They could not market themselves to Japan, not whatsoever. And I feel as though that Nintendo has always been that icon when it comes down to innovation. And they're just innovating each and every generation that goes by when it comes down to their console. Now, far as though when it comes down to Sony is losing the market in Japan. Sony is more so an American brand now. And I guess Japanese people look down on that is because they used to be so for Japan. Now they're adopting all these different types of cultures within the Sony brand, and it's not really working out so good for Sony, especially when it comes down to censorship and a bunch of other things. But let me know what you guys think of this new Nintendo Switch. I mean, it looks good to me. I'm glad it has like a new color to it and a new slick design when it comes down to the dock. It looks very engaging and it looks captivating to me, and it is almost swaying me to want to buy one right away. But then again, who's to say that this might not sell out like day one? you know, people reserving it and stuff like that. And then you might have scalpers out there too. So we have that to consider. But guys, don't forget that thumbs up button. That definitely will help the Game Fiends in the YouTube algorithm. But also comment. Let us know what your thoughts are on this new Nintendo Switch. But also subscribe to the channel. That definitely will help us out a lot. And I'll see you on the next video. Game Fiends out.